Welcome everybody to the Evermore Studio and Demo 10. And Demo 10 is the show in which I get a guest on from the InsurTech community who has a product, and then we give them 10 minutes to do whatever they want. It can be, they can do a dance if they want, frankly, I don't mind, but it's normally a slide deck, a demo, a presentation, something that they think will wow you enough that you are going to want to call them immediately thereafter. And my guest today has already been on Vendor Spotlight. I'm going to link around the screen somewhere here with it, hopefully. I'm doing it in post-production, so hopefully that works. But you'll be able to see that. And he liked it so much, he's come back for Demo 10. And in Vendor Spotlight, we learnt a few things about him. We learnt, firstly, he's played the bongos professionally in Ibiza. We learned that he's a mental giant, with the emphasis less on the word mental in that sentence than I put on it. But also, I found out since that in what I can only imagine is a really elaborate tax dodge, he's moved to Switzerland. It is Tom White from Durell. Tom, welcome.
Hi Ed, nice to see you again.
Love to see you.
Actually, I only went on Vendor Spotlight so I could come on Demo 10 actually to show off the system.
It's exactly how we work it with people. We gate everything. I am a mercenary. It's horrible. How's Switzerland?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, so after the sort of first 12, 18 months of the pandemic, my wife, who's Swiss, she said, having worked from home successfully for 18 months, why don't we work from home from Switzerland for a year? And her dad and brother and mates are here, so I said, why not? And here we are. It's been good so far.
And if nothing else, better chocolate. And there's a lot to be said for that.
Yeah, organised weather even. Nice and sunny in the summer.
Organised weather, I like that.
Yeah.
Don't get that in the UK whatsoever, so no. Good choice, I would say. Absolutely a good choice, but the question really is, are you ready for what comes next?
Yeah, well, I took you up on what I thought was the idea behind Demo 10, to show you something cool. So I thought in 10 minutes, I'll show you that I can complete 2 tasks. I'm going to try and do it live. So,
live. Brave. Extra brownie points for doing it live. So let's see how we get on with that. But firstly, before we do anything else, we need to welcome in the timer. So Casey, can we have our rousing orchestral music, please? Thank you. And that is the timer. So can we have 10 minutes on the timer, please? Thank you. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you steady?
Gladiator ready.
Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. And we're off.
Okay. So the first task I'm going to try and complete in the time is to do the renewals bulk processing for our demo scheme. Just get the password. So logging into the renewals dashboard for this scheme, the view I should open on is my saved next 30-day view. So from this view, I can see that tomorrow there are 4 renewals, so 4 expiries. They've all been processed, so at least an invite has gone out and 1 has lapsed. So that, clicking on that day, I can see those policies. At the other end of the 30-day window, I can see there's 5 renewals. None have been processed, so there's 5 invites to go out. Going to the admin dashboard for this client, where the bulk processes live, I'll start with the bulk invites. So this is looking at a date range. My defaults here are looking at the full 30 days. It's going to create any invites in the period that are missing. And as claims are automatically pulled into the renewal quotes for this scheme, I can send out the invites. So I'll click go, let that tick through. Once this finishes, we might get... we're going to get notifications for everyone. That's good. I haven't turned that off. Anyway, there's only going to be...
all the more exciting for us.
Yeah, it's like... anyway, there you go. Once this finishes, I'll turn those off.
How many renewals are we doing here on the bulk process? How many are we got?
There's only 5. There's only 5.
Okay,
so
good.
I set 7 of these to lapse so they will go through quicker, cheating a little bit. So there's 5 for tomorrow. But obviously, if you're doing this for real and you have more of these, it's a chance to go make a cup of tea, go on LinkedIn, see what your favorite IT influencer has posted, smash the like button, Anyway, there we go. There's those done. Little additional bit of the demo. You'll see me turning off notifications so we don't get any more of those noises.
I mean, it's good to see how easy it is to turn notifications off. A little bit of a treat for us there.
Yeah, anyway, so back to the admin dashboard. So that's the invites gone through. I'm going to send that to the bulk take-ups. Again, this is looking at a date window. So this is defaulted to next calendar day to next work day. So today it's going to pick up tomorrow's. So there's the 3 take-ups we saw earlier. And then on a Friday, it would pick up Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So all this functionality is available via our API, so you can run it from a third-party system. We're adding these bulk processes to our scheduler as well, so it can be fully automated. So this, I mean, if you have more of these, obviously you wouldn't sit and watch it. You set it running and go off and do other things, do other tasks. So one more to go through.
I mean, you might sit and watch it if you didn't have anything better to do.
Yeah, you know, the internet's full of pictures of cats playing the piano and things. So anyway, going back to the renewals dashboard, I can see at a glance those 3 take-ups have gone through and these 5 invites have gone out. And while I'm here, I can show you what a perfectly processed month would look like. So last month, so this is August. In August, we had 178 renewals. They've all, 100% of them have been processed. Of those 178, 6 had an unsuccessful outcome. So the red series in the graph, and 172 were successfully taken up. So the red and the green stack on top of each other in the graph. So if your light blue process line touches the top of your renewals graph, and then your outcomes stack on top of each other, touch the process line, then you know you've done everything for the month, no more to do. You've got some year-on-year comparisons, 97% renewal retention, probably more a reflection of the demo data than my skills as a broker. So next task, I'm going to do a rate update for this scheme. So going to the server where this demo client system is installed, I've already saved down the update files from the insurer in a new folder for November. So anyone involved in this sort of process will be familiar with this type of Excel workbook. This has come from the insurer. On control tab, it's noted that it's an inflation increase in perils-based premiums. On the perils tab, it's also nicely highlighted which rates are actually changing. As part of the build and then any follow-on rate updates, we add this setup sheet, and this has some code behind it that will take the insurer's rate tables and turn them into a flat file. So a flat file is just a text file with all the rates in it, a big list of rates. In this scheme, there's 10,000 rates. So for something like this, where there's that many numbers, we wouldn't recommend putting those numbers in directly into the rating engine directly against each factor, but to use a flat file like this and then hook the rating factors into the flat file. So going to the console, which is the control panel behind this client system, they've got 2 schemes. They've got a household scheme and a home emergency scheme. So this household scheme we're looking at, they've got 1 insurer on their panel, this demo insurer. And this demo insurer has got 2 sets of rates to date. So to do the rate update, I'm going to duplicate the current rates and name them with the effective date of the update, so that anyone else looking at the front end will know easily what's what. November the 1st. And then going into the actual rating matrix itself, these are the rating groups. Groups are rating factors. These are premium blocks or calculation steps. You can see that this has a group per section peril. So clicking into the building's escape of water group, you can see these are all the factors here, and you can see that this is using a rate table demo SEP 2020, which is the current set of rates. So I could go into all these groups and manually change that setting to be the NOV 21, but that's a lot of clicking. I'm going to export this as a text file. So again, nice date stamp naming, nice and tidy. Then I'm going to go to that text file, find those demo rates, find mention those demo rates, make sure I'm spelling it correctly and everything, and then do a find replace of that with the new rates. And I had 2 goes at this already, setting up the demo, so we're on version 3. There we go. Save this with a new name. And then I can import that text file over the top of my duplicated rates. That one. Over the top. Going into that building's escape of water group again, fingers crossed. Yep, there's the November 2021 rates version 3 imported as expected. So now I'm going to save these updated rates to our beta channel. That's just what we call UAT. And then here, if I go to my dashboard on the beta channel, I've got a partially completed quote that I can copy as a new quote, so you don't have to sit and watch me do data entry. I thought this was also an opportunity to click through the sections and show you the scheme. I mean, there's what our schemes look like. And there's only so many ways you can peel this onion, but I think it's quite a tidy peel. You know, you've got a nice selection of controls. You've got sliders, icons, postcode lookups, you know, all the normal stuff you'd expect. And now importantly, if we roll the date on 1 month to the effective date of the new rates, and then carry on through to the quote page. So here it's generating an outcome and a premium and starting to generate documents. Fingers crossed. There we go. So there's the quote. This is an opportunity to fiddle with some questions in the question set and regenerate the price there. On the quote page itself, amongst this other advisor functionality, I'm permissioned to see the calculation notes. Going into the calculation notes, you probably have to take it on trust. This little writing says, using matrix 2021 1101 demo insurer, which is the rates that I've just saved down. And again, going into the buildings escape of water group, you can see the factors, and here at the bottom, buildings base premium, again, probably take it on trust. The number here is 33.7469. Going back to our insurer's rate book, buildings escape of water is 33.7469 as expected. I could go through and check all those numbers, but time is tight, so I'm going to promote this to live. There's not really much that could go wrong, to be honest. There's no typos. The only typing was me typing in the name of the rates when I did the find replace. So there's not much room for error in this. So the beta settings have been promoted to live. That's it. Monthly rate update done. What's the time on the clock now?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the alarm going off. Amazing. Well, what a whistle-stop tour demo that was. Thank you very much, Tom. Fantastic.
Thank you, Ed. Yeah, sorry about the notifications at the start.
We like wrinkles.
Yeah.
Wrinkles are real.
Shows it wasn't the setup.
Yeah, absolutely no photoshopping here. Wrinkles are real. We want to see authentic, and the fact it also showed us that you have notifications to let us know. So it was positive. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up over it. But I do have some more questions for you following that.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot.
So are you ready for those?
Yep.
Good. The one thing I want to know about is what happens if I need to do an MTA once the renewal invite's already gone out?
All right. Yeah. Good question. So, as a user, if you go to do the MTA, you'll be warned that there's an outstanding renewal invite. If you have the right level of permission, you can delete that invite and then do your MTA. And then the bulk process will pick up that MTA'd risk the next day, and the invite will go out on the MTA'd risk. Vice versa, if you're doing a renewal and there's an outstanding MTA quote, you'll be prompted to delete that MTA, send out the renewal pre-MTA, and then
Perfect. Now, how are claims pulled through into the renewal invites?
Yeah. So if it's set up on the scheme, so we can consume a claims bordereau from the insurer, load that into the back office. Then when the renewal invite is created, any claims in the period will be pulled through into the quote. So NCD will be adjusted accordingly, claims will be added, and it'll be rated on that with the claim in it.
Perfect. And final question for you before I let you go and let you get off the pressure cooker of Demo 10 is, tell me a little bit about the pricing. What can people expect around that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a built system, so that the build costs are quite low. we're basically just putting the question set on screen and then adding docs and rates. So we price the build in number of days, or developer days, and that's typically somewhere between 10 and 20 days for a build. And it's not going to be calendar days, that's developer days, so it stretches over a month or to 3 months is probably more realistic. And then the ongoing pricing is on transactions, so not on quotes but on successful transactions, so take-ups of policies and renewals, MTAs and cancels. So anywhere where the broker is getting paid, that's where they're paying us. So it sounds a bit hokey, but our goals are aligned. We want them to have a successful scheme that sells lots of policies.
And is that a percentage or is that a flat fee per transaction?
Flat fee per transaction, yeah. So
perfect.
I'll even tell you if you want.
I'd love to hear.
95p per transaction.
There you go. 95 pence per transaction. Now you know. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your honesty.
You're very welcome. I enjoyed it.
And thank you for the demo. It was. I hope it wasn't too stressful for you, but it was very enjoyable, and hopefully it was enjoyable for you at home. But if this is the kind of content you like, then guess what I'm going to say next? Smash that like button. Please put some comments down below. Please subscribe to the channel. But what I really want you to do is I want you to go and visit the Durell website. And I want you to go and tell Tom how much you liked it and tell him what you thought of it. So Tom, hit them with it. What's the Durell website?
www.ďurell.co.uk.
There you go.
If you want to see our scheme specific website, little follow up, www.cfs for customer facing services .durell.co.uk.
Well, there you go.
.durell.co.uk.
We'll have put that on the screen below so you can see it. So depending on which one you'd like, go and have a look at that. But unfortunately, we are out of time. It always saddens me at this point, but I would like to say thank you, Tom, for your time.
Very welcome. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you to you for watching, and until next time, we will see you on the next one. Well, you're a glutton for punishment, staying all the way to the end, but I really appreciate it. Now, if you want more content like this, please make sure to subscribe over here, somewhere. Am I anywhere near it? Not sure. Or watch one of the extra videos up here. Peace! Pretty gangster. Yep. I'll be on that TikTok soon. Definitely.